the Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida's offense will get the first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
The Judicials offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
The kick is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Lagway. Moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And the ball's loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. On the run, it's Ball. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking the front.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Just steamrolling the defense. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On the option. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
A lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Under fire. Makes the grab. It's Sturdivant. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll go to the sneak. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Gators are on the move. They believe they can run right here. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they're not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Going to swing it on second down. He fires to the left side. Looking for the goal line. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneak gets it done.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas A&M is putting on a show offensively. Feels like they've been gigging them since the first whistle. They're up 14 over UTSA. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And now this offense will take the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll toss it. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The toss to the outside. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Judicials will send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On the ground, it's O'Neal. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's York. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. He might not be the quickest guy out of the gate, but some long speed and power once the big fella gets rolling there.
And the quarterbacks always feel comfortable throwing to these guys. It's like a safety valve. Nothing open downfield. Find the big fullback because you know this guy can make some people miss and go to work.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. Finding open areas. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. He's not going to win any gold medals in the 100 or anything like that, but he's fast enough to hurt you.
Yeah, that's the whole key. He's got just enough to force the defense to stay honest. You have to account for this guy's ability to tuck the football and run.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, judicial. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Let's go. Right. Single. Let's go. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Steps away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bucks. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Finds his man. It's Wilson. Wide open spaces. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Takes it from the gun on third down. With the catch, it's Livingston. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. It's gone. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Judicials will hustle to the line.
They try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got him downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Hold on.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. It's O'Neal. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Florida. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up 14 over the Groupers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here comes the option.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's second and long. Trying to get the corner. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning on the Jets. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Fullback's got it. Oh, better look out. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Judicials have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Got it in the middle. It's McGee. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college.
He's loose. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
You just have to keep your composure in the clutch. A personal